What is up, you guys? Back with another build, or I guess today's video is kind of a upgrade. So what I got going on today is I'm going to be updating that portion of my cyber headlight. Last year I had a different style going on inside for the high beam. Got a new design I'm working on, or have been working on, so I'm putting that in today. I'll show you guys the parts in a little bit here, but yeah, I'm going to be putting this back on today, hopefully, assuming I have everything to do the upgrade. You guys may have seen me, or I'll probably post a clip of me putting the new light bar in there. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be rocking right now. Alright, so I had an idea. I do have some yellow plexiglass, and I was going to use that, so I thought it'd be pretty cool to have a yellow, I don't know what you want to call this, perforated light, I guess, because I'm taking out my yellow headlight, I guess, and I was gonna see if I could put the yellow, or use the yellow plexiglass instead of the clear. I tried it, and the thing is, the yellow is like too yellow, and not a lot of light gets through. And then right here, I'm gonna be putting a tinted glass on top of this. So with the tint plus the super thick yellow, I'm not sure if it'll be that bright. Maybe it would be. Maybe I'll experiment with that later, but I'm just gonna go with white for now. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out, and I'm gonna fit it to this piece here and see if I can get it in there. So I did print some new parts. This was a test piece here, and let's see if I can find it. I guess this is all I had. So I printed a new one of these pieces here, and what this piece does is it sits, I'll show you right now, it sits back in here. I don't know if I can get this on camera. Sits back up in there like that, and then this is gonna hold the housing that I'm gonna put here. So it's got some holes for some screws right there, and then it also bolts to the body of the headlight housing, and then as well, so it wouldn't tilt back on me, I drilled a hole there, and the hole that's on the top of that arm that was sticking out, you can see it right there. So I screw a screw in there just to give it a little bit of more stability, so it's not wanting to tweak back or anything, or get pushed too hard back by the wind. So yeah, that's why I got that there. Okay, yo, so check this out. This is pretty cool. So this is kind of how I was envisioning it. So I got the little perforated section in here, and I have it, you can see how far deep I have that in there, and it's just enough so that if I take the plexiglass, let's see if I can do this with one hand, and then I cut that pretty tight too, so it's pretty tight fit, but not so tight that I can't get it out. So boom, like that. So now that's perfectly flush. So when I go to and put this piece on, you know, that's gonna fit on just like that. So then if I ever want to change out the color of this plexiglass, all I do is just disassemble it again, and then just push the plexiglass out in here, then I can change out lenses. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is peel this off, sand it, so it has a opaque feel to it, or opaque look to it. And then, oh yeah, before I do that, I'm going to put some glue in here so that it seals this piece to this piece, or join that piece to that piece, just so there's no movement with this. This piece here can stay joined together permanently, but the plexiglass, I did want to be able to change that, so that's what I'm going to do next. And I have this glue right here. I think I got this from Home Depot. I tested it out on some other scrap prints, and it will work with Petg. So yeah, I'm going to put some of that on, and I'll be back. Okay, so there was that piece, which was the support for the body, which I keep missing it. Here it is. This one here. So I'm going to be running these lights. Before I had some button LEDs inside the housing, plus the housing was designed a little bit differently. So I redesigned this housing so I can accommodate these LEDs right here. I got these off of eBay. They are pretty bright. Actually, I'll show you. So yeah, they're pretty bright. And this is gonna illuminate this section up much more than I think those other ones would have. I think they would have still did okay, but these are just better, and plus I had them lying around, so might as well use them. Okay, so I went back and I used this again on the back side here, and it seemed like it was working, but then again, I don't think it was helping me. I ended up using a 60 grit on the back, and that did scratch it up pretty good. So now I had this cloudy effect. You can still see some divots in there from the little wheel I was using there. But when it's in the car, I don't know if you'll notice. Maybe you will, I don't know. If you do, I'll probably come back later and make a new piece. But I just kind of want to get this one done here. Alright, got the tinted glass cut out, and it's a pretty decent fit. See, we're flush on that side. Oh wait, let me slide that down. Flush on that side, flush on that side, and also where my fingers are right here. It's pretty flush all around, so I'm gonna roll with that. The film off of this, and then I'm gonna glue it down. This should already be dry, so I'm gonna glue this one down to the outer portion here, and then while that's drying, I need to tint to this right here. Some little holes around the perimeter of this LED light, and I made holes on the back here, but my printer isn't set up the best for Petg. It prints the sides pretty well for the most part, but top layers and holes that are super small, apparently it doesn't want to print them very well. So I do have a attachment. I'm going to drill those out. I do have little screws to go in there. Same story here. The top layer is not the best, so I'm gonna have to play with my settings to try and get that to print better, but I'm gonna roll with it for now. And yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, so I got the bumper ready to come off, or partly, so I can get the headlight out. For those of you that don't know, there's a bolt or a nut there and there. You have to access them through there, but there's two of them. You undo those. You have to pull this one off, Undo that screw, undo that one, and then there's one more right there. So when you undo those, then this should be able to come off. So let's get this off right now. Alright, what is up? Back again. It's a few days later. I forgot to finish the video, so I'm going to do it today. But before I finish up, go ahead and hit that like button. Help my channel out. And I'll keep pumping these videos out if I can. So this is how it came out right here. It's pretty cool. I like that blacked out effect with the tinted plexiglass. And the side shooter LED, it puts out a lot more light than the previous light bar that was in there. I think it'll be okay to run both of these, or two sets of headlights like this. I think I'll have enough light output, so that'll be okay. Alright, so I'll turn it on and let you guys see what it looks like. So I guess I'll end the video here. Again, if you guys like it, go ahead and subscribe and like the video, and I'll keep making more of these.